Hi, I'm Henry Emmerich, Board of Directors member, Boys and Girls Club of Grand Rapids Youth Commonwealth. When I was first notified of the fact that I was going to receive this award, I told Rick and the board that I was truly honored and taken aback by it, but I welcomed it. But I also wanted it made very clear that my work for the organization has not been done so that I could receive this recognition. He told me that he knew and understood that, and asked me if I would touch on the reasons why I've been involved and stayed involved for 23 years in acknowledging this award. So I will. In 1993, when the organization was on life support, we had one center that was barely functioning, a camp that was outdated and in need of a lot of TLC, and funding and involvement with the Grand Rapids Police Department in serious question. But we had a new president, then businessman Glenn Stile, who was committed to restoring our organization to what it was in the past. He wanted to build a place for kids in our city to come and be exposed to police officers who worked with kids to help them stay out of trouble and on the right path in their lives. So when Glenn left to become state senator and Bob Vanderson retired, the board asked me to take over as its new president. Thanks to Glenn and many others from our business community, our law enforcement community, our political community, and most importantly, from our community of donors and contributors to our organization, we went to work at rebuilding our camp, our centers, and then opening this beautiful center. Because of a renewed commitment from our city and its police department, we expanded the role of our police in the organization and then partnered with Boys and Girls Club of America to help us run programming that enrich our kids throughout the community. Because we have kids throughout our community, not just our city, who need help and guidance in their lives, we reached out to Sheriff Stelma to involve the Sheriff's Department in our mission. And his recently retired Undersheriff, John Hess, who you heard from a few minutes ago, is now wrapping up his 2-year stint as president of the board. So when I see the many segments of our community involved in helping our kids, and we see the huge numbers of kids that are coming through our doors, along with the numbers of success stories of our kids that we're reaching, and I look at the efforts of Rick and his staff and Chief Rahinsky and his officers and all of the team members who work both for the department and for the organization, I'm truly honored and excited and proud of what we've accomplished in our community. It reminds me of what my wife and Ann and I have done with our own children, and if I might brag, succeeded beyond our wildest dreams and imaginations. So Rick, that's what keeps me going, and that's what's kept me going, and hopefully will keep me going on the board for years to come. Thank you all for being part of a really great story in our community.